Hello and welcome back to A Better World. This is your host, Mitchell J. Rabin, and we're very glad you're joining us again today. Today we are continuing our conversation with Deepakbhai. We are in southern New Jersey, right near a Hindu temple, and Deepak is here from India, from Gujarat. And it is really a deep honor to be able to be seated with him and having this conversation for the sake of the liberation actually of all sentient beings. That's the purpose at hand. The highest questions are being asked here. Who am I? Why am I alive? What is life's purpose? What are we doing here? And it's through this process of self-inquiry, which is not new to most of us. And here we have not just the questions, but we also appear to have some answers through the tradition begun with Dada Bhagavan, not that long ago actually, just in the late 50s. And his embodiment of an intelligence, of a spirit, of a connectedness to the soul that has been passed on generationally now to Deepakbhai, who is generous enough in his spirit to come to the United States and to Europe and travel around and give through an empowerment, through a process of liberation, this knowledge, this experience to, at this point, hundreds and thousands of people. So through this interview, you will begin to get a taste, a sense of what may be possible. But the true experience of the liberation occurs when you come in person, as we are here today, to experience the Gnan Vidhi, the experience itself of the separation of soul and ordinary identification, ordinary personality. Thank you very much for being on the show today.
Thank you.
So to continue what we began so richly just recently, we take this liberation and we then apply it to our lives. Most people are householders. They are not monks or nuns. And we want to take this intelligence, this new understanding, and apply it to the world. And the world is, in so many ways, utterly, completely chaotic, confused, ignorant. Tell me what you've seen when you've worked with people, Deepak, and you've helped them with this liberation, what their lives look like.
We are not changing any relative part. Whatever he is doing, job, business or household, housewife, let them do duties, their duties. But inside their understanding we are changing. Purely understanding, not action, not behavior. Only understanding, belief. So belief about who am I, who is the doer, is the biggest wrong belief, blunders we are having. Childhood we are getting self, we are knowledge of self, we don't know ourselves. And whatever they are given, you are Deepak, you are son of so and so, you are brother of so and so. So that knowledge we are getting from childhood. And now you have to learn, you become engineer, now you have to do job, you must be married. Like that worldly knowledge is given to us. But we don't know inner knowledge, inner understanding, why somebody gives me sufferings, why I am losing my money in my business, why somebody hurt me.
The causes, the karmic causes.
Causes as well as how to come out from these effects or effects of sufferings that we are not getting from worldly knowledge.
Surely.
So
you're getting to the level of cause,
yeah,
through the liberation process.
Yeah, definitely.
Getting to the level, and so therefore you see what it is that causes karma, and therefore you can get to the point of uncausing karma.
Yeah. And we can have satisfaction, or say we can have solution for whatever happened with us in this world. So we are not blaming on other. We are not looking fault of other people. Why he has hurt me, or
Sure.
why he has become angry on me, why he cheat me. So this gives solution for all worldly problems.
So is there a feeling of knowing that solution when one passes through the process of liberation?
Yeah,
the
this is a
initiation?
part of
Do you
one.
feel, does somebody have the satisfaction of knowing why those actions and causes occurred?
Yeah, and that will help you to
Oh,
get
God,
solution.
yes.
Why this is happening with me?
Yes. Okay.
Once you get solution, then your mind will be dissolved. Otherwise, your mind will again create it for next life.
Now, is there, this sounds funny, but is there a way of not getting the liberation? Is there a way of suppressing it or not being cognizant of what occurs?
I'm not getting your
Okay,
question.
if somebody goes through the process of Gnanvidhi with you, is there a way that someone can come out the other side and not be cooked?
No, it is a path in the whole religion,
Uh-huh.
but there is a path there is step by step path is there to achieve self-realization.
But what I'm asking
But
is this.
This is totally other part.
Understood. What I'm saying is there a way that somebody could go in and let's say they have doubts about it, they have uncertainty, they've heard it sounds so good, it's like too good to be true. Could they possibly not get what it is you're giving?
No, why they will not get? Because whatever you are doing, good things, you will get merit karma, and you will
Oh, yes. Okay.
And you will-
good merit.
good merits, and in next life you will have good wife, good children, good body, good religious also.
Sure.
But you will not achieve salvation.
Right.
You have to finish bad and good, merit karma and sin karma. No, neutral.
Right,
Balance
exactly.
sheet should be zero.
I mean, this is the old Hindu and, of course, then later Buddhist perspective of stepping off the wheel of karma and births and deaths altogether. So the idea underneath it is old, but perhaps the method here is more sure.
And this is why we say it is a science,
Yeah.
because we know what are the causes, and we are dissolving that causes.
Right, exactly.
So which things why you are bonded with things, you are bonded with things.
Right.
So we are removing that bondage. We are not touching any other things, wife or children or house or money or business. We are touching that causes part.
Yes, exactly. You've gotten to the root.
Yeah, root of the whole world tree.
Well, you see, that will filter into one's personal life, needless to say, because if one is accustomed to causing, let's just say, negative karma, well, it doesn't matter. Their life will look a certain way. Once they understand the mechanism, the science behind it, so to speak, their manifestations, their behaviors will change. They're not going to keep generating negative karma.
Yeah.
So it has a direct effect.
Direct effect. And whatever negative karma or positive karma, their result, they get discharged.
Exactly.
And we know how this is charged. Why we are charging karma? Due to two ignorance. One self-ignorance, who am I? And another part, who is the doer?
Yes.
We are believing, I am doer. I have done so and so. When good things are happening, you believe that I am doer. And something bad thing happens, we are blaming on others.
Right.
And that is the worst thing. There is blunder in this world.
Yes, right.
Who is we don't know who is the real doer. And Dada Bhagwan, he got this knowledge in 1958 on Surat station in Gujarat. Within 1 hour, he got whole knowledge of universe. What is a universal truth? What is reality? Where is a God? What is God is doing? And who is the doer? Who is governing this whole universe, whole world?
So I want to know that.
And
You've invited me now. Who is God? Who is the doer?
yeah, somebody believes that God is doer, God is created this world.
What do you believe?
But then logic question arise, who is created God?
Of course.
And who is created that? So there
Exactly.
were so many questions,
Who
so many
begat
doubts.
who?
So there are so many doubts and so many questions. But when Dada Bhagwan and all spiritual leaders like Lord Mahavir, Lord Krishna, Lord Ram, Lord Shiva. Everybody, they are not religion person. They are spiritual scientists.
Surely.
And they have given same science of what universe is. What is a true address of God.
What is that though?
Yeah.
What is the true address?
Dada Bhagwan has given only one sentence. God is in every creature, whether visible or invisible, not in man-made creation. Living creature.
Living, right.
Yeah, trees are one sense creature, then all worms are two sense, that bugs are three sense creature, mosquito are four sense creature, all animals are five sense creature, and human are also five sense. So from one sense to five sense there are so many creatures in this world, and soul within that part, living body, living creature, within that is soul, is a God.
Right. Is soul in all creatures?
Is God, but it is,
Right.
see, soul
So
is
the answer,
covered
of
with
course, is yes.
covered with some matter. So only
Right.
one ray of light is coming through that soul. So it is a creature.
But what is
But
the
when
whole...
total covering will go away, so enlightened soul is a God,
Right.
and it
There you go.
reached to salvation.
Exactly.
It reached to liberation, nirvana.
Yes.
So
What is
soul
the whole point about? What really? I mean, what's this whole game about?
yeah.
That we are born with such ignorance, such uncertainty about the purpose
Yeah.
of having one ray of light and then a massive, covering. What's that about?
It is a what actually
What is
real.
God's purpose?
It is what is actually happened. Soul is eternal element. Soul is eternal, so no beginning, no end. It never created, never going to destroy. So it is eternal element. There is another element like matter, atoms. It is also eternal element. When two elements comes near to each other, so ego generates, like cloud and rays of sun generates rainbow.
Rain. Right.
Like
Okay.
ego generates, and ego is a origin of whole world. Then ego, then it increased to anger, greed, lust and pride, and then bad deeds and good deeds, and charging new karma. According to, if it's a good deed, he will get good things in next life. Bad deed,
Sure.
next life he will be suffering so much. So root cause is ego, and ego is due to ignorance of self. And what is the purpose of life? So from there is a soul. In very beginning stage, soul is there. It is totally covered. So there is no light is coming out from soul. Like 1000-watt bulb, if we put pot on that and seal completely, there is no single ray will come out. So when we pour one hole, then one ray of light will come out.
Yes.
It is like that. Soul is totally covered. When due to in this world what is happening, all soul, they are clashes with each other. It's creatures. So at that time something whole is open, some
Sure.
soul. So that is one sense. It becomes one sense creature. So further development, two sense creature. So we can say world is a for developing soul, means avaran of soul, means covering of soul. They are getting slowly removed, and it becomes uncover. So what is process from total covering of soul? It becomes total uncover.
Okay.
Due to covering of soul, it gets unhappiness, darkness, sufferings, and slowly when it gets uncovered, it gets happiness, and when fully uncovered, it gets full happiness.
Full
you can say bliss.
enlightenment, if you will.
So
right.
this is a process from underdeveloped to full developed.
So is it God's idea, so to speak, that his creatures start fully covered and then develop to, in a sense, return to full awareness of themselves as God.
But God has not done anything. Inside soul is a God.
Yes. So it's as though we as souls chose in some level to go through this process of incarnation and go through all of the stages. Yeah?
Definitely. We have to go past through same.
But what's interesting here is if there is an elevator in our midst that will take us to shoot through all of these evolutionary stages quickly,
No, but
that's
after,
really interesting too.
But after some development, when
After
you
some-
reach
well,
to
surely.
some development,
Yeah.
then and with your merit karma of infinite life, you will get this path like elevator.
Yes, okay.
Merit karma of previous infinite life.
So the people who have gone through the process of Gnan Vidhi, of the elevator action that you give by touching, is the process one of actual energy transmission by physical touch?
No.
Or is it through, how would you describe
No,
it?
it's a 2-hour process, and
Some said it lasted
Yeah.
actually for 48 minutes,
48
which
minutes.
sounds familiar because of course that was
Approximately
Dada
2 hours.
Bhagwan's experience in
yeah.
48 minutes.
Yeah,
Is that-
he got knowledge within 48 minutes.
But I
Whole
heard that the
universe.
Gnan Vidhi actually takes place, even though you take 2 hours, it actually occurs in 48 minutes.
Really 48 minutes, and then further we are explaining in next hour we are explaining 5 principles, and that will help to day life, how to solve our past karma, dissolve our past karma, and how to not charge new karma and remain in awareness of pure soul.
Okay.
So we are giving 5 principles, and that principle help you to finish your whole balanced life
Okay. So
without charging new karma.
Okay, interesting. So people are set on a path basically of neutralizing their karma,
Yeah,
negative and positive.
negative and positive, because both are relative and temporary.
Right, understood. And yet good karma can also bring good family, good money, good love, good place to live, good happiness, good friends, right? So we surely don't want to lose those things
No, but
if we can help it
No, it will come in by production.
by production.
Yeah, because
Meaning-
if you move towards soul, so your byproduction will be, this life is byproduction.
Oh, okay.
You will automatically-
byproduct.
Byproduct.
Okay, got it.
Main production is soul,
Okay, yes.
so you will get byproduct.
I understand. Even while discharging positive karma,
Yeah.
even by discharging
Discharging.
that, neutralizing
What
that.
happened?
Okay.
See, when
It's an
I got,
interesting point.
so Dada Bhagwan, he got this knowledge, but he still says, in this life, I will not reach directly salvation. So at least 1 or 2 life remain pending.
Even for Dada Bhagwan.
Yeah, and in that life, he will continue his work of giving, helping to all mankind
Yes.
towards salvation. So in that life, in this life, he has worshipped his own soul. So at that time, he will have whatever charge, very little karma.
You see,
Very little karma.
In the view of the Buddhist perspective, I would just like to, one of the merits of it is that this idea that one can attain full liberation, realization in this life, in one life.
It is possible, but when living God should be present in this world, like Lord Mahavir, in full stage. In this time, there is no living God in this world. It's like Lord
Meaning
Mahavir,
full realization.
fully,
full-
360 degrees.
Right.
Dada Bhagwan says, inside, see, he to whom we says as a Dada Bhagwan, he says, inside pure soul is a Dada Bhagwan. I am Gnani Purush, enlightened person, and this body is name given to the A.M. Patel.
Okay.
So inside pure soul is a Dada Bhagwan.
You're now teaching me Gujarati. Uh-huh.
So he says, I am reached up to 360 356 degree. And Dada Bhagwan is at 360 degree. When I reach to 360 degree, then in that life he can get Keval Jnana, absolute stage of soul, and at the same life he can reach to salvation. But he says, I can't reach to 360 degree. I have understand what is 360 degree, but I can't get full experience of 360 degree.
Is that because of karma?
Because of karma and this environment, this time.
Oh, the conditions.
Condition of
the Kali Yuga.
Kali Yuga.
Oh, okay.
This is a traffic time. So we can't reach airport within 1 hour.
For how long do we have to wait? But still we have the elevator.
Yeah,
That's
elevator,
interesting.
but we can reach up to 356 degree.
Where are you, if you wouldn't mind my asking, in that circle? Is that a reasonable question to ask? I mean, if he's being so, explicit about where he is, and he is so highly revered, I mean, he gave you his direct transmission. I imagine you're going to be somewhere in that range.
Yeah, but see, after Gnan ceremony, we reach to 300 degrees.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
From wherever someone might be.
Anywhere, from any
Anywhere,
degree.
one
he
gets
can
to
start
300, okay.
300, then he has to finish only 60 degrees by practicing 5 principles.
Okay.
So he can.
The 5 cardinal rules, is that what you
No, it is
refer
a
to
understanding.
them? Okay.
5 understanding we are giving. So you can have, with that understanding, apply to day-to-day life,
Yes.
so that your past karma can dissolve. You cannot charge new karma, and you can have awareness of pure soul. With
So
that
there's a
5
way
principles.
of being in this world by interacting, and we can be speaking, and we can have our friends and our family, and not be creating karma.
Yeah.
See, it was my understanding always that karma, which of course in Sanskrit means action, every action, so it's a law of physics, and so there isn't an action that isn't born and connected to karma. You
Yeah.
cannot have an action that's not got karmic results, including this conversation, including any interaction with any soul at any time. It'll either be positive or negative because it's still in the duality. Our lives are still in the duality. Are you saying, in a sense, that our connectedness to soul consciously pulls us out, in a way, of the wheel of birth and death and time? So we're present, but we're, in a sense, I'm groping for words here, but like eternally present. We're in connection with our eternal nature, which pulls us out of the karmic wheel.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And here what happens, this Deepak remain with world. Whole worldly duties
right.
and everything he is going to do.
Understood.
But I am non-doer. I am not doer for Deepak. And Deepak is a discharge karma. Mind, speech and body, they are discharge karma. And it is...
So once the soul gets connected separated,
From-
your karmic activity is on the neutralizing,
yeah,
the
automatically
discharging.
it gets neutralized.
Okay.
Discharge karma will finish. And new karma, why new karma we are charging? If I believe I am Deepak and I am doer,
Okay.
so I becomes oneness with Deepak, then only I will charge. But if I remain all the time separate from Deepak, whatever he is doing, I know I become observer, knower and perceiver, then I am not going to charge any karma.
Okay.
And
fine.
Deepak remain as it is. He is a discharge karma. So circumstantial evidence comes and all discharge karma will take place.
In our last minutes, Simandar,
Swami.
Swami Simandar, who is he?
He is living God in another planet.
On
Another planet.
Another physical planet?
Yes, like us, like ours. Ours is a Bharat Kshetra and another planet is a Mahavidya Kshetra, where Simandar Swami is living God alive. And Dada Bhagwan has direct connection with Simandar Swami.
I see.
And Simandar Swami is at 360 degree, absolute stage of pure soul, Keval Jnana. And that's why we have to take one birth, minimum one birth, in that planet in presence of Simandar Swami. And when we take darshan of Simandar Swami, we'll get full stage of liberation, absolute stage of knowledge, means Keval Jnana. And after that Keval Jnana, we will get liberation. So Simandar Swami is a living God on another planet and in full stage.
So as we go through this process of liberation with you, then another part of it on the evolutionary scale, as we discharge the karma, is to connect spiritually with Simandar Swami and begin to bring in that, so that a next life will be there in his presence.
Yeah,
on that planet.
Definitely. Because we are not charging new karma with this public, with
Indeed.
all these
On
worldly
earth.
people.
Right.
We are dissolving our whole karma with these worldly peoples. Because if we do hatred or say attachment with these people, then we are charging new karma.
Yes.
But we are dissolving all karma.
So we can get to another planet.
And we will
and have new friends.
New, not required at all. Because we becomes a total attachment free and hatred free.
Yeah, right.
An inner bliss, inner of pure soul. So when we reach that place, we have to finish all discharged past life karma.
Sure.
And after finishing that karma, we get liberation.
Exactly. Well, I want to very deeply thank you for your words of wisdom and your encouragement of human beings toward liberation and the evolution of their knowledge of their own self as soul, as God.
We don't have enough time, but we have one website,
Exactly.
dadabhagwan.org.
Exactly.
You can go through that website and so many things are available.
Exactly.
So many books are available with CDs, audio, and all detail of TV programs. So many TV programs are available in whole day, in USA also, in Europe also, and in India also.
Wonderful.
Everything is available on website.
Wonderful. We will direct people to it.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Jai Sachidanand to everybody.
This is Mitchell J. Rabin for A Better World. I'm so glad that you joined us, and I hope you absorb all of that as I am, and I look forward to seeing you all next week.